welcome to the Tai Chi workout. We're going to stay stationary in this workout, so for the majority of the time, unless we're going to switch feet for something nice and light, we're going to keep a third line stance. So toes forward, heels down, feet hips distance apart, knees bent, and tailbone tucked. So just keep that in mind as we go through all of the exercises. So let's start first by taking 10 deep breaths. Now, this is going to go by whatever timing you have. Just take a break in between. If I'm breathing slower than you, or if I'm breathing faster than you, you can take a break too. Also, if you start feeling dizzy, then just stop. You don't have to do 10. It's just to get some blood flowing and get some oxygen in our blood. So we're already starting to warm up. Take your hands, press them down. Nice big inhale. Nice big exhale. Just like that. Again. Okay, now let's loosen up the body. We're going to start by rotating the head. Keep it nice and simple. If you ever feel pain or crackling in the neck or the joints, then take it easy. Don't do as big of a circle. But we're going to start by circling the neck in one direction. Switch directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. From here, rotate the arms forward. Now I count these out, but if you're at a different timing, don't worry. Just make sure to keep things as even as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reverse direction. And again, I'll always be doing a couple extra while I'm talking through or describing the motion. So there's plenty of room to add. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now from here, arms out, elbows, keeping your elbows level, and then rotate the hands inward like propellers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now from here, take your hands, clasp them together, and then don't hold too tight with the palms. Let the fingers just hold, and we're just going to rotate the wrists. Nice, loose, whatever direction this is, chaotic direction. And then now let's control the direction. So close your hands, circle in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take your hands, place them on your hips. We're going to circle around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hands on your knees. We're going to circle slowly. Keep your heels on the ground. Keep your feet together for this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, we're going to bring the feet hips distance apart, turn the body, and let the hands slap against the body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now let's get into our workout itself. Again, hips distance apart. We call it, the third line stance. We're going to keep our knees bent, keep your heels on the ground, and your tailbone slightly tucked. So for this, we're going to start by raising the hands and then sinking down together. Straighten up, raise your hands, sink down. Okay, from this side, I raise my hands. Notice I'm not trying to go up on my toes. I keep my hands at shoulder level and elbows down. Sink down, pressing the hands down. Don't raise the heels. Don't bend forward. Keep the tailbone tucked. Okay, again, raise, down, up, down. Now we're going to focus on going more of a slower Tai Chi pace. So don't rush this as we do it, okay? Hands in front at the 45s off of the thighs. So raise, down. 1. Up. Straighten up. Down. 2. Up. Try to match my speed. We want to keep this in a constant motion. There's really no pause. Down. So the legs, you want to keep moving the whole time. The hands keep moving the whole time. You don't want to end up in a spot where you're waiting for either the hands or the legs. 3. 4. Keep your elbows down, keep the shoulders relaxed. Make sure the hands and knees all work together. 5. 6. And also don't straighten the knees all the way. You don't want to lock them out, but you want to get as close to it as possible, keeping still a slight bend in the knee. Think of moving your back as if it were against a wall, straight up and down. Good. Go ahead and relax for a second. Now from here, I want you to take one hand, bring our palms up, and then we're going to reach one hand all the way back behind us, one hand forward. Okay, so if I'm facing this way, I drop the hand back. Now, don't make this a specific straight line. We always want to have some curvature of the body. So my arms are actually going to be slightly inward here. But the one thing I do want to keep straight forward is my palm that's pointing towards the front. So notice you can see my back palm here. It's not all the way behind me. Okay, so we'll start palms up, bring your hand back, and then we'll just switch positions. Nice and easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and last one, 8. Now, again, let's slow it down a little bit. Focus on bringing the hand back. So we're going to bring our hand up, elbow pointing forward, fingers pointing forward, nice and slow. Repulse monkey. Now this time, keep your knees bent as we open up. Hand comes to the ear. 2. Nice and slow. Palms come up together. 3. 4. 5. 6. Remember, as you do these, the fingers lead, the palm presses. So fingers are still out until the very final part of your extension. Keep the elbows down the entire time. And breathe down into the belly. 8. All right, our next one, we're going to start with one hand on top, one hand on the bottom, palms pointing in, reach in the direction the fingers point, switch, and then back down. Up, switch, back down. Up, switch, back down. Up, switch, back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, bring your hands down, sink down again. We're going to do parting the horse's mane. So hand by the shoulder, hand by the hip. And then for this one, it's okay. We can take a little bit of time to come up and then out. Turn the palm, hand at the hip, up and out. 1. Turn the palms, up, turn. 2. Turn the palms, up, 3. Turn the palms, up, 4. Turn the palms, up, 5. Turn the palms, up, 6. Turn the palms, up, 7. Turn the palms, up, 8. For our next one, we're going to take our hand, we're going to bring our other one back by our ear, similar to when we do repulse monkey or brush knee, and then we're going to have our other hand out at shoulder level, turn, bring it down, and then turn. Notice this makes like a C shape, like the letter C. This is what we're going to do. We're going to bring our hand down and then back up. Down and back up. Okay? Like a DJ playing the record, but actually more like we're bringing our hand around the inside of a tube, and we're trying to touch the inside of the tube in every position as we bring our hand around. It's just that we're not going to make the full circle. Okay, so hand by the ear, bring it around, down, up, 1, down, up, 2, down, up, 3, down, up, 4, down, up, 5, down, up, 6, down, up, 7, down, up, 8. Get your other hand up, same idea. So always think cross the body, come down and then back to the same side. If this is my right hand, I go to the left, down, and then back to my right side. Also, everything comes from the waist. Okay, so really focus on the waist here. Turn down, back up, 1, down, back up, 2, fingertips always pointing forward, 3, down, up, 4, down, up, 5, down, up, 6, down, up, 7, down, up, 8. Now let's do our brush knee. Of course, we're not going to come back up afterward, but the same idea applies here. We start from the center. We start doing this down, turn the waist to bring it across. That's your whole waist rotation, and then we'll get a little bit more twisting. So here, I turn, then I extend hip and shoulder together. Nice and slow. Down, over, down, turn the waist across, and then finally reach. Okay, bring the hand back up, over, down, across, then reach, and this hand comes down next to, right over the thigh. Your thumb should be right over the center of your thigh. Palm up by the ear, down, over, then push. Palm up, go to your 45, down, over, then push. Bring your palm next to your ear, down, over, push. Four, five. Usually in Tai Chi we say everything begins and ends together. However, in this case for brush knee, we would be shifting forward during the press. So as we do this, you are going to have a stop of your stance or the stop of the waist rotation, but you still get a little bit as you bring your hand back and this shoulder forward. One more. Turn, finish turning, and then press. All right, for this last one, we're just going to bring the hands around like cloud hands. So first, we're going to start nice and loose, hands coming upward, similar to doing a windmill position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go downward. Even though this is not cloud hands, this is still good for our waist rotation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now let's really focus on our cloud hands. Make distinct position changes, turn, change the position. Sink down, use your waist. Let's start. One. 2. 3. Use your waist to turn the body across. 4. 5, 6. Keep your back nice and straight, as if you were leaning against a wall. 7. Final 1. 8. One of the things I want you to pay attention to is the slow pace that we did when we went over the movements. I want you to take it upon yourself to practice your techniques and your forms at that pace. It's really difficult to time everything to begin and end at the same time, as I mentioned earlier, especially when we're moving at that pace. It also gives you a chance to see where you're working too hard by raising a shoulder or flexing or pushing too hard. And also when you're not working enough with the other hand just kind of hanging out by the side when it should have intention in it. So practicing at different paces like that, very slow, can be very beneficial for your training. I hope you enjoyed this workout. I'll see you in the next.